Hello, hello. Welcome everybody. Feel free to drop your name and where you're joining from in the chat. We would love to hear from you. My name is Adam and I am the Enrolments Guide here at Fourth Rev, working on the Cambridge PACE Data Science and Machine Learning and AI Career Accelerator. I would like to be upfront with you. I'm not a data scientist and I'm not a Python developer. This session is deliberately designed that way because today is not a coding lesson. Today, we're going to walk through the Python entry assessment together, what it looks like, how it works, and why it is almost certainly less intimidating than you are expecting. 90% of applicants pass this assessment on their first attempt. By the end of today, you will understand why. So, our program blends academic rigor with practical application. You'll gain hands-on skills, build a professional portfolio, and collaborate with leading organizations like the Bank of England on real-world projects. This session will highlight the support structure that makes balancing learning and life achievable. The Data Science with Machine Learning and AI Career Accelerator is a highly practical program co-designed by Cambridge, Fourth Rev, and industry leaders to ensure that graduates are prepared for real-world data science roles. And here's what makes the program really unique. There's no exams, so instead of traditional exams, learners build a portfolio of work through hands-on projects. There are 4 courses plus 1 live project, so you will complete 4 courses that build foundational and advanced data science skills. The program culminates in a final industry-facing project where learners work in teams on real-world challenges presented by organizations like the Bank of England and NICE. Practical application. The program focuses on applying data science in a business context, ensuring graduates not only have technical skills, but also understand how to apply them strategically. And then also, it comes with networking opportunities. You'll collaborate with peers, industry mentors, and professionals, expanding your professional network and career opportunities. And so, applying for this program really is straightforward. There are a couple things you will need though, these being prior proof of study. You need to demonstrate that you've studied a quantitative subject at university level. Examples are like statistics, math, or economics. You'll need work experience, at least 1 year of experience in a role involving data, whether that's finance, sales, forecasting, marketing analytics, engineering, or any data-related field, and then an identity document, so a copy of a valid ID for verification purposes. With that all being said, the pricing is as follows. It's £8,395, including the extended one-on-one executive coaching. There is also an upfront payment, which attracts a £500 fee reduction. There are also 6, 9, or 24-month payment plans. Once your application is submitted, you will receive a decision within 24 hours. Upon receiving a letter of offer, you can choose from multiple payment options, including upfront payment with a discount, like I mentioned, or a 6-month interest-free plan, or a 24-month financing option. So, first, we will talk about why the preparation course exists, what it actually is checking, and what it definitely is not. Then I will show you the exact format, the modules, the pass mark, and the rules. We will then look at real sample questions together so you can see exactly what you are walking into. And we will close with the support available to you and what your next steps look like. There will be time for questions at the end. If something comes up as we go, drop it in the chat and I will pick it up from there. So, before we move on, has anyone used Python before? You can drop a yes or no in the chat. No? No takers today. Okay. So, moving on. The question I get most often is, I've not coded before. Am I going to fail this? And here is the honest answer. The Cambridge PACE data science program uses Python from the very first week. The assessment is not there to catch people out. It is there to make sure you have basic foundations in place before you start. The key message on this slide is not a barrier, it is a baseline. There's three things that I want you to remember. Number one, it is not testing data science. Everything you need for the program itself, you will learn on the program. The test only checks that you have a basic grip on Python syntax. It is not timed, so there is no clock counting you down. You can take as long as you need. And it is designed to be passable. 90% of applicants pass. The free resources we provide are built specifically for this test. Which brings us nicely to the facts. 4th Rev has built an in-house preparation course, Python for Data Science, which learners work through as a co-requisite before Course 1 begins. The course has 5 modules: orientation, introduction to Python, working with NumPy, working with Pandas, and data visualization. The pass mark is 70% across assignments combined, not per assignment, but overall. And every assessment has unlimited attempts, so you can keep trying until you're happy. It is open source, so you can use Google, documentation, YouTube, any online resource that you'd like. And like I mentioned, there is no time limit. So set aside time across a few weeks, work through it at your own pace. And for learners with no prior Python experience, the total commitment is around 30 to 32 hours. And if you already have some Python experience, it will take significantly less time. So I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not a Python developer, and I can't sit here and walk through every line of that code and pretend I know exactly what it's doing. But I think that's actually the most useful thing I can tell you right now, because most of you in this session are in exactly the same position. You're not a Python developer either, and you don't need to be, not yet, and not to pass this. Look at the multiple choice question on the left. What is the syntax for slicing a list? You've got 4 options. Even I can work that out, because the assessments are completely open source. You can Google it. You can look at documentation. You can use any resource available to you. There's no rule against it. Now, look at the coding task on the right. And I'll be honest, I couldn't write that from scratch right now. But here's what I can tell you. Every person who completes this preparation course will have seen and practiced exactly this kind of task before they ever get into the assessment. It won't come out of nowhere. The modules build you up to it step by step, with videos, worked examples, and unlimited attempts to get it right. So, if you're looking at that code and feeling nervous, good. That means this session is exactly where you need to be. Let me walk you through what the preparation course actually looks like. There are 5 modules. Module 1 is the orientation. Every learner must complete this regardless of their experience, because it covers how the notebooks work and how to submit assignments. Module 2 through to Module 5 cover the core Python you'll need, the language basics, NumPy, Pandas, and data visualization. Each module takes around 8 hours, made up of about 2 to 3 hours of instruction and 3 to 4 hours of practice. Practice time will vary depending on how naturally coding comes to you. If you are completely new to Python, the total commitment is about 32 hours, like I mentioned. And if you do have some experience, you can just focus on the assessments, which may take less than 8 hours. On the right, you can see the course features. 30 plus instructional videos, auto grading, AI assistance, and live facilitated sessions. And if you are already proficient in Python, you do not need to take the course at all. So, I would like to make this point clearly. You do not have to figure this out on your own. The free Python resources come to you immediately after your deposit. They are designed specifically for this assessment, not a generic beginner's course. Targeted preparation. Your enrollment advisor is available throughout the entire process. We also run Ask Me Anything questions and sessions, regular drop-in calls where you can speak directly to the current learners before you even commit to applying. It really is a great way to get an unfiltered picture of what the program is actually like. And again, like I mentioned, 90% of people pass. The resources work, the test is fair, and if you just put in the prep time, you will be fine. So this is your next step, and it's a simple one. We speak with every applicant before they enroll, not to create a barrier, but because we genuinely want to make sure this program is going to deliver for you. The call is around 15 minutes, there's no obligation, and you'll walk away with a clear answer on whether this is the right move. Spaces in the next intake are limited and are filled on a first-come, first-served basis. So if this has resonated with you today, the best thing you can do is book that call now. I will drop that link in the chat for you. So you guys can drop your questions in the chat, but I'm going to address some common questions that we've had in the past. So do I need to have coded before? Not necessarily. Some people come in with Python experience, others are completely new to it. The free resources are designed for both. The key is putting in the prep time before you take the test. What happens if I don't pass? You can retake it, like I mentioned. You have unlimited attempts. Your enrollment advisor will work through with you with that process. It's not a dead end. How long does the prep take? It varies. Most people spend anywhere from a few hours to a couple of weekends, depending on where they are starting. The resources really will guide you. Is the assessment the same as what we learn in the program? The answer is no. The assessment is just a baseline check. The program goes into full data science, machine learning, AI, statistics, and so on. You learn all of that from scratch on the program. And then, can I do the assessment before I apply? The assessment comes after your offer and deposit. That is when you get the free prep resources and access the test. Do I need to know Python before I apply? Like I mentioned, no, you don't. You apply based on your academic background and work experience. Python is not something we support you with after you've secured your place. You get access to the full preparation course once your deposit is paid. What if I fail the preparation course? You can't really fail in the traditional sense. Every assessment has unlimited attempts. You keep trying until you hit the 70% combined pass mark. The key is not leaving it too late. The deadline is the Wednesday of week 2 of orientation for course 1. So start early and reach out to your enrollment advisor if you are struggling. Then how long do I have to complete it? You have the entire enrollment period. You can start as soon as your place is secured. We recommend starting at least 2 weeks before orientation begins, so you can take advantage of the live tutor sessions in that final stretch. Is it really open source? Can I actually Google things? Yes, completely. There are no rules against using Google, documentation, YouTube, anything. The assessments are testing whether you can find, not whether you've memorized it. Find and use Python, not whether you've memorized it. What if I already know Python? If you are already proficient, you don't need to take the course at all. Your enrollment advisor will talk you through that when you have your call with them. How much time does it take per week? It is flexible. There's no set weekly schedule. The total is around 30 to 32 hours, like I mentioned, if you're starting from scratch. You can spread that however works for you across the enrollment period. What is the pass mark? So it's 70% across all your assignment grades combined, not 70% on each individual assessment. It's your overall average across the whole course. When do the live sessions happen? There are weekly tutor Q&A sessions in the 4 weeks before course 1 begins. There's also one live facilitated session per topic alongside the asynchronous content. Dates will be confirmed once you are enrolled. Can I do the modules in any order? Almost. So module 1, orientation, is mandatory first. Everyone does that regardless of experience. After that, module 2 through to module 5 can be done in any order that suits you. And what happens if I miss the deadline? So reach out to your enrollment advisor as soon as you think you might be at risk. You don't want to wait until the last day. The earlier you flag it, the more we can do to support you. And there's a question here from Jay. What level of Python is needed for the course? So you don't need any prior Python experience. You apply based on your academic background and work experience. Python is something we support you with after you've secured your place. You get access to the full preparation course once your deposit is paid, like I mentioned. I hope that answers your question. And then another question here from Erin. I do not have an academic background at a university level. What about that? So that's a great question, Erin, and an important one. But I want to make sure I give you the right answer rather than a rushed one. The entry requirements have some flexibility depending on your professional experience. So the best thing I can do is make sure one of your enrollment advisors reach out to you directly after the session to talk you through your specific background.